What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 7th installment of Wrestling Hypothesis Extra, the secondary show of the Wrestling Hypothesis podcast. Here for your Tuesday, September 1st, 2020. Good, I got the date right this week. I am the A.B.A. Hope everyone is doing well. Joining me this week is solely Ricardo. What's going on, man?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, and get down to that Adam Cole background.
My background, you know, the man right here, Adam Cole. My man right here. I'm do him justice today. You'll see what I mean later.
Yeah, people will see. He's pretty relevant because we got something to say about him later. But before we get to any of that good stuff, guys, you know the drill. Anyone who's checking out this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't ever miss out on this brand new series whenever we decide to drop anytime throughout the week. And if you haven't done so already, you can check out episode 33 that we posted just this past week, or any of our older episodes in the archives, using any of the platforms that we are available on. I'm sure you guys know by this point which ones we're on, as well as visiting our website, anchor.fm/wrestling-hypothesis.
Hit that like button.
Yes, hit that like button, comment, oh yeah, and subscribe. Did I already say that? Good. All right, let's get into it with the news, man. So,
All right.
The big story of the week that has been the talk of the town for the past 24 hours, Brock Lesnar. PW Insider was the first to report that Brock Lesnar, who has not been seen on WWE television since dropping the WWE title to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania this past year in April, is a free agent as we speak. This is due to Brock and WWE having failed to come to terms on a new deal for him before his old contract expired, due to talks having apparently stopped between the two sides. And Lesnar is technically now independent, free to go wherever he so chooses. Up to him. And this is further proven accurate now that it looks like WWE Shop is not selling or promoting any of Brock Lesnar's merchandise at the moment. I mean, listen, Lesnar doesn't give a damn. He has no loyalty to anyone except maybe Paul Heyman, and maybe is a very strong word there. If people like Tony Khan and AEW really want to recruit Brock to their roster and on their payroll, they'll take out their checkbooks and pay all right. Whatever Lesnar's asking price is to get him on board and to get all that inevitable buzz out of it. But honestly, all that being said, I do see him re-signing with WWE. They'll eventually come to some sort of agreement, and Vince is not letting him walk away for good.
I completely agree. I don't see Brock Lesnar going anywhere else but staying in WWE. My thing is with Brock Lesnar, however, he will sign back when the time is right. Right? Mm-hmm. He was most likely it'll be like around Royal Rumble to WrestleMania time. That's where he's at his best. That's where you want to use him the best. That's how you utilize a star like that, especially a short-term superstar. Right? Like in Brock Lesnar. In terms of AEW, I don't see him going to AEW whatsoever, because I don't think AEW is in that area where they sign up part-time superstars. You're either in or you out, right? You're either all in, no pun intended. You're either all in or you're all out, right? So exactly. So like, yes, don't get me wrong. Brock Lesnar is a businessman. And he cares about his money. And I can't knock him for it, because everybody cares about his money. Even like you, like me. I care about my money.
Wait. Let me stop right there. You said everyone cares about his money?
No, my bad. Everybody cares about their own money. Right?
That's there.
Right? Don't get me wrong. If Tony Khan cuts out a big check for Lesnar, Lesnar might honestly consider it, but I don't see him leaving, because without Vince, Brock Lesnar might not have anywhere to go. Either that, or this is a long shot, but he might possibly go back to the UFC and do some of that. And might do some of that. But besides possibly going to the UFC, which is, to me, is still a long shot, I would still think he would sign with WWE in a shorter agreement, like in terms of how long he's going to stay in WWE, right? But I think he's going to get like a short-term agreement with a big amount of money. Like similar to like a Legends contract, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like he might show up here and there.
So you're saying he's going to get paid per every appearance he makes and every match.
Pretty much, yeah. That's right. Like that, yeah. Pretty much, possibly like that. I could possibly see him do that, or if nothing else, I don't blame him for taking some years off, or like, you know, sometimes you need that, right? Sometimes you need that just to get yourself back into the groove of things. And
Hey,
he
if anyone's
hasn't
been having that over the years, it was Brock Lesnar with his
exactly,
deal.
because like over time, you notice Brock Lesnar's repertoire was going this way due to age and due to his style of wrestling. It's just suplex. It's after German suplex, hence the name Suplex City.
It's
But
way
we
too
haven't
repetitive. Yeah.
exactly. It became repetitive. We haven't honestly seen him do a length to length match since his. I would say the most notable match he's had, like from start to finish, was with AJ Styles. That was the last time I could honestly remember he had a match that from start to finish. Ever since that, he hasn't had a series of matches where he's been consistent and he hasn't been performing from start to finish. So I think he might sign up sooner than later with WWE once again, but on a shorter deal with time slots of where he could show up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if this is just me like reading off this particular news that's not too long ago, that over the years that Lesnar has had something of a getting paid for every appearance and match he's booked in deal the past few years. I'm not sure. I remember reading something off that, like that's what Lesnar was. That was WWE's way of like, you know, keeping Lesnar on their payroll and on their roster, so to speak, by paying him per every appearance. But be that as it may, looking at the possibilities they have for what the wrestling industry holds for Lesnar, you know, he's not going to go to a New Japan. He's not going to go to an AEW. I mean, unless Tony Khan really, really wants him. Like I said, he'll whip out that checkbook faster than you can imagine if he really, really wants him, and pay him whatever he wants.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. AEW doesn't want to copy WWE style as much as possible. They don't want to do that, and that's why I don't think That's why I don't think AEW would want him, or Brock Lesnar should go to AEW. That's what I'm saying. Like AEW wants to be, as of right now, AEW is the new generation of wrestling. Everybody knows that.
That's right.
He's the new generation. They are the new generation of wrestling. They want to keep it into that concept, and they're consistently growing, as we already know, right? They don't want, and don't get me wrong, they would sign old veterans from wrestling, but they would do it from a manager's perspective, right? They would do it from a manager's perspective, right? Like now, if this was like Paul Heyman as a free agent, then you damn right he's going to AEW without question.
That's right. I could,
right?
Yeah, I could see that.
I could definitely see Paul Heyman in AEW, no question. But for Brock Lesnar, there's no need for him to go to AEW. And hell, you can make a case he doesn't need to sign back to WWE ever again because of what he's done. He doesn't have to prove anything. He doesn't even have to prove anything in the UFC because he's proved in the UFC that he dominated. He was World Heavyweight Champion, and during that time, he was arguably the best heavyweight at the time at the UFC. So he's been there and he's done that. In terms of Brock Lesnar right now, I would say for him, just chill out. You will return to WWE when you want to return.
Yep. It's not even it's in Lesnar's court, the ball's in Lesnar's court with whatever he wants to do next. And it's, let's be honest, it always has been. When has it not been Lesnar's moment to decide what he wants for himself? It's not up to WWE. WWE needs Lesnar a whole lot more than the other way around.
Exactly.
So, like you said, Lesnar has enough money to be content with the rest of his life.
Right.
Out in his farm and ranch with his wife Sable and his kids, he's good to go. He's got it all.
Yeah, he's good. He'll be fine.
Yeah, but like I said, I think there's no way Lesnar is going to go anywhere else but re-sign with WWE. He's going to stay put. I'm sure of it. Moving on here. So, for those that listened to our latest episode from this past weekend, we alluded to the question of Adam Cole as the greatest NXT champion or Finn Balor. We were giving our picks for who was on our Mount Rushmore of NXT. That was one of the big selling points of the episode this past week. when this question was brought up, we didn't really address it then as it was a spur of the moment mention just out of thin blue. So we figured why not we'll address it here. Adam Cole or Finn Balor as the better NXT champion? Ricardo, go first. Take it away.
No, I want you to go first. I want to hear what you have to say about who's the greatest NXT champion. I want you to go first. I'm going to zip my mouth and not interrupt you based on your choice of the greatest NXT champion. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for those listening, I know exactly how this is going to go down. I'm going to say my points. You're going to interrupt me every single time. But we'll see.
No.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see if he sticks to his promise here. But since I'm going first, if I had to choose, I'm going to say Finn Balor was the better champion over Adam Cole overall. And let me just get this out of the way. This is not to discredit Cole's recent year-plus long run with the title at all. I think he was a fantastic champion. But that being said, there are a few reasons why Balor's reign back in 2015 into 2016 just edges it out for me. First of all, Adam Cole did not elevate, in my opinion, the NXT brand in the same way that Finn Balor did. Yeah, I see you, man.
Go ahead, man. I'm not interrupting. Go.
Mm-hmm. Finn was if you forget, Finn was the face of NXT at around the time period where NXT was expanding and gaining so much buzz and a momentum for them, and you needed an elite caliber star like Finn Balor to get there. Meanwhile, AEW was on WWE's mind since around the time Cole won the NXT title last year. And what did they do? They sacrificed NXT in the process. And don't get me wrong, they're getting more exposure now than ever before in their history, but at the cost of a diminished brand and devalued in terms of its quality. That's number one. Number two, when Finn was NXT champion, I don't recall any dull periods in his time, in his championship reign. Adam Cole, can you say the same thing for him? I mean, I don't think you can. When quarantine began, let me take you all back to a few months ago. When quarantine began, Adam Cole was a complete afterthought as champion for at least a good few months. I had people, you don't believe me? I had people who were fans of the product ask me when Cole was feuding with Velveteen Dream, all throughout, who is NXT champion again? Yeah. When Balor was champion, you never forgot. Period. Okay? And another thing, Finn Balor did a whole lot for NXT more than you can ever imagine. Not just in the singles division and in the main event scene, but also the tag team division. Need I remind you that he and Samoa Joe won the first Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic back in 2015, where, yes, they did beat other tag teams and eventually won the whole thing, but all those stars they were beating were elevated, and you looked at teams like Enzo and Big Cass, the Revival in their early stages, and Baron Corbin and Rhino, and you didn't think anything else than thinking that, hey, those people were elevated because of Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, just from stepping into the ring with them.
That's it?
So there you go.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to... Bro, do you hear this? Do you see my Adam Cole's talking to me. Bro, do you hear this? Let me school this guy right now. Let me tell you something right now.
Man. Go ahead,
Adam
man.
Cole is the greatest NXT champion of all time. Let me tell you why. Now, before I say my piece, I'm gonna get to you based on what you said, right?
Go ahead.
You said Finn Balor, right, elevated NXT. You said that Adam Cole did not elevate stars compared to what Finn Balor did. Last time I checked, when Finn Balor was at NXT and when he was NXT champion, right? When he was NXT champion, who the opponents that he faced? It was only two people. Their names are Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. Two.
Don't forget Apollo Crews.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
It didn't.
No.
Just because it didn't happen at a takeover doesn't mean it didn't happen.
I did not interrupt you 1 second. Okay?
Go ahead.
Okay? First of all, The only notable wins was Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. Nobody even remembers Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews is not even the same breath as Finn Balor. So he's out. Okay? I'm taking those two. You also said that Finn Balor was in the tag team, Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. That's fine. Right. But you know why he was in the Tag Team Classic, bro? Because there was a severe lack of competition over there in the NXT heavyweight division, which is facts. Because I only gave you 2 names that was in the heavyweight division of Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. By saying that it was only Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, that shows the lack of competitors that was over there. So that's number 1. Number 2, you said that Finn Balor elevated stars more than Adam Cole. Last time I checked, in terms of the revival, like you said, Baron Corbin and Rhino, like you said, where are they right now? I'm asking you that question. No, I'm asking you that question. No, answer that question.
Dude, that's where they are right now. 5 years later is irrelevant.
No. I'm making my point. Answer that question. Where's the revival right now?
They're in AEW. Doing their thing as the best tag team. Dude, they're recognized as the best tag team in the world right now.
No, but the thing is, with the revival, Finn Balor, they did not need Finn Balor to make that relevant. In terms of the revival, last time I checked, it was not Finn Balor that elevated the revival. It was Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Last time I checked. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So that's where you're severely wrong right there. In terms of Baron Corbin, right? And NXT, yes, he was nice at NXT, but honestly, his status as a singles level competitor honestly elevated in the main roster, particularly in SmackDown when he won on his tournament of King of the Ring, right? So that's number 2. And now, the most important facts, what I'm about to say about Adam Cole. The length of a champion matters, right?
Okay.
You said only 2015 and 2016. Last time I checked in terms of Finn Balor, he fought Kevin Owens in the later months of 2015 and fought Samoa Joe multiple times in 2016, leading his way to the main roster. But in Adam Cole, this man fought Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Finn Balor, Velveteen Dream, Matt Riddle, Pete Dunne, Daniel Bryan, and Seth Rollins, all for the NXT Championship. Why do I say that? I said that for the main reason is that, like, in terms of Finn Balor, you can't give me a significant opponent he's ever had as NXT champion. In terms of Adam Cole, I gave you 8 opponents. And in terms of his number 1 rival, in terms of the NXT championship, nobody gave him the business better than Johnny Gargano. Nobody. There's not one match that you, A.B.A, could give me that will beat 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT championship at NXT here in the NYC in Brooklyn. There's not one match you could give me that's significant for Finn Balor that could beat that particular match.
No, you're right.
In Brooklyn, right? And also, and you also said, A.B.A, that Finn Balor elevated stars more than Adam Cole. That's where you're wrong. Did Finn Balor elevate the North American Championship? No. Did Finn Balor use Undisputed as a crutch to elevate the tag team division? Finn Balor didn't do that. Adam Cole.
Wait. I gotta stop you right there. Dude, I gotta stop you right there.
Go ahead.
Listen, just go ahead. I'll go ahead. Dude, you mentioned Adam Cole used the Undisputed Era.
Yes.
The entire faction as a crutch for the tag team division.
Yes.
When was Adam Cole directly involved with the tag team division?
Let me explain. I'm glad you said that. Adam Cole, what I mean by he led Undisputed, which he did, he led Undisputed having all the gold. Everybody was champion. Adam Cole was champion. Roderick Strong was North American champion. And the other 2, I keep forgetting their names, I'm not gonna hold you. But Riley and Chris, that's their name.
There you go.
They were champion. Every person Undisputed were champion. Everybody was champion. He led a coalition as Undisputed, as arguably the greatest faction in WWE. He has helped WWE entirely, not just in NXT. He helped WWE entirely in terms of ratings, in terms of money, in terms of popularity. Finn Balor's never done that. Never. Also, in terms of Finn Balor as NXT champion, has Finn Balor ever went to the other brand as NXT champion and fought not one, but 2 NXT matches against a Daniel Bryan and against a Seth Rollins? The answer would be no. Adam Cole, that significant year. Let me ask you a question, Abo. What year did NXT invaded Survivor Series? That was last year, last time I checked. Adam Cole led as NXT champion on both Raw and SmackDown and NXT. He held the WWE down for the whole fucking year. Finn Balor's never done that. Never. So for you to tell me that Finn Balor has elevated stars than Adam Cole, you're talking straight blasphemous. Because I gave you 2 stars he elevated in Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. I gave you 8 compared to Adam Cole. And he elevated Undisputed to a certain degree as the popularity of Undisputed, and most importantly, NXT. People watch NXT to come see Adam Cole.
Dude, that's
not
what, dude,
Finn Balor.
Listen here.
Go ahead, bro. What you got to say?
Let me tear down some of your arguments that you made just now.
Okay.
Dude, first of all, Finn Balor never, wait a second. First of all, the whole Undisputed Era thing, winning all the gold.
Okay.
It made for a nice aesthetic, good for them. Robert Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish are all talented motherfuckers. That's great. What does that got to, how does that relevant to the conversation of Adam Cole's NXT title reign?
I'll tell you why. Because whenever someone is NXT champion, it brings leadership to the brand. Adam Cole as champion was the #1 box office attraction in the WWE. There's no question. Adam Cole, that's what Finn Balor doesn't even have. He doesn't have leadership. He's not a marquee name compared to Adam Cole. He's not a box office attraction as Adam Cole. Let me ask you a question, bro. When you are the #1 leader in your brand, right? Do they come to see the people or in the brand, or do they come to see you? They come to see you as the champion, who is box office, who is must see, who is the leader of that brand.
That hasn't been the case for the past 20 years, dude.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
When people, dude, the business model nowadays isn't the same as it was in the golden era of wrestling when Hogan and Warrior and Savage were there, or the Attitude Era. Hear me out. Where Austin and Rock in the Attitude Era and Taker and Triple H were the big legit stars that you paid your hard-earned money to go see. Nowadays, it's kind of like that, but for the most part, it really isn't, because guess what? WWE's promoting themselves as the brand overall. You don't pay to see Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins anymore. You pay to see the WWE brand come to your local arena.
No, that's where you're wrong. You know why you're wrong?
Really?
You know why you're wrong? Because we're talking about their time as NXT champion. That means before COVID. That means when NXT elevated to go into arenas instead of staying at NXT at their fucking facility in Florida. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about during COVID or pre-COVID in the first 3 months of 2020. We're talking about their length as NXT champion. And when Adam Cole was NXT champion, he was holding it down for over a year and a half. Okay?
So was Finn Balor.
No. And last time I checked, you said 2015 and 2016. And technically, he fought Kevin Owens in the later years in 2015, which technically was in August, September, October, November. And in 2016, it was in the early years, in the first 3 months, by the way, and he came into the main roster in 2016. As for Adam Cole, the dude is the longest reigning NXT champion of all time. the dude held it down for the whole fucking year.
Right, and let me ask you something. Man, and be honest with me. Be brutally honest. Were you invested throughout Adam Cole's title reign, every single day he was champion? Were you invested in him?
Yes, because you know why? Because history tells us why. Because you know why? Even you, A.B.A, agreed that every match that Adam Cole had as NXT champion, that for the NXT championship, it was must see. Every match he had with Gargano, every match he had with Ciampa, every match he had with Dream, every match he had with yes. So you mean to tell me? So let me ask you a question. So you weren't hyped when he fought Johnny Gargano for 2 out of 3 falls?
Relax. I was going at Dream because nobody gave two shits about Cole and Dream.
No. But listen to me. You weren't hyped when he fought Johnny Gargano. You weren't hyped for that.
Who wasn't hyped for that?
I'm asking you.
I'm not disputing any of the other names.
All right. So what are you talking about here?
But dude, here's what I'm getting at. You didn't properly address this one, which I find kind of interesting. Dude, I said Finn Balor never had a dull day as champion. He always kept you invested.
But he fought 2 guys. Only 2. I gave you 8.
And that's the thing. That helps my case because Finn Balor didn't need all fucking 10 different names to keep himself relevant.
That's where you're wrong because there was a lack of competition back when NXT was around. During those times, that's when NXT was on the come up. They weren't established then. That's a fact.
Yeah, and you needed someone like Finn Balor to get them up to wherever the higher in the rankings, in the pecking order.
Nigga, there was a lack of competition. Finn Balor had no choice. When Adam Cole was, they had no choice. When Adam Cole was there, you had a plethora of competition. That's the point.
No, but here's the thing. Was he a more consistent champion as Finn Balor was in terms of investment? And this is why I say no. Because here's the thing. Cole had, dude, come on. You remember just as much as I do. When quarantine first came about, the first 3 months or so, you were not interested in Adam Cole like you were when he first became champion or when he first came to NXT.
Again, you keep bringing up COVID. You're giving me the last 3 months. I'm giving you.
Hey, we're not talking what ifs anymore.
I'm not talking what ifs. I'm giving you facts.
Well, you're saying I keep bringing up COVID.
I'm giving you facts. You kept bringing up the last 3 months, the first 3 months of 2020. I'm giving you the length of time when Adam Cole was champion. When we talk about the greatest NXT champion, you gotta bring in everything. There's no question that yes, he had a down. I would say no question that 2020 was a down year for Adam Cole being champion. But the thing is, that was only the first 3 months of him being champion. While I gave you a plethora of opponents he had for the year and a half before 2020. That was his length of time.
Okay, cool. Relax, dude. Relax.
Because you're giving me 3 months of Adam Cole. I'm giving you a plethora, and that's where you're incomplete with Finn Balor. I give you 2 opponents, and Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, where he only had, in terms, if you want to give me a lengthy build of when Finn Balor was champion, it's August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 8 months he was champion.
Okay.
Adam Cole, that's 8 months he was champion.
Okay.
Adam Cole was champion for a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Dude, first of all, it's a year and a month. Relax. And second,
because
yes, it
technically,
was. June of 2019,
no.
July of 2020.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You said Adam Cole's title reign.
June
2019, July 2020.
But the length of people that he fought was over a year. Because remember, he became a 2-time NXT champion. Remember that. He lost it and he regained it. So I'm adding that. Remember, he lost the championship to Gargano. Remember that?
No, he didn't. It was vacant.
But he lost it.
No, dude, it was vacant. The TakeOver New York match, 2 out of 3 falls, Ciampa vacated the title. That was the title match to crown a new champion. Cole had only 1 reign.
He only had 1 reign.
Yes.
Okay, so fine. Both people have 1 reign. But one's reign was more greater than the other in Adam Cole. One had more competition.
Not as consistent.
No. You can't say not as consistent because Or you can't say not consistent if I explained and you agreed the length of people that I just gave in terms of Gargano, Ciampa, Balor, Dream, Riddle, Dunn, Bryan, and Rollins of the people he defended. That's 8 niggas compared to Finn Balor's 2. There's no question about it. There's no question. And and honestly, and here's how you lost, A.B.A. This is how you lost. If you look back on every single episode that we've done in this podcast, we've mentioned every single different opponent that Adam Cole has for the NXT champion. And every championship match that we said was must see. Every match. That is something you cannot disagree about. Okay? That's where you lost. So I got you on competitors. I got you in terms of reigns, on the lengthy reign that Adam Cole had over Finn Balor. Hell, Adam Cole has brought more money to the product of NXT and WWE as a whole compared to Finn Balor has. That's a fact. That is an undisputed fact.
I don't know about that, but okay.
That is a fact.
Because think about this, dude. Finn Balor was fucking marketable on the main roster. Even though he wasn't booked as such, he was fucking
marketable. You was gonna say there with a straight face, saying that Finn Balor was more marketable than Adam Cole was in NXT? You saying that with a straight face?
Well, clearly, hey, I don't have the stats in front of me and how much they sold in merchandising over the past 5-6 years. But that being said,
you're saying that with a straight face with the people in the main roster. So okay, let's take that argument. In the main roster, you said people in the main roster. Last time I checked, you honestly think in the main roster, Finn Balor has made more sales than Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Roman Reigns?
Whoa. Don't bring up those names. They're irrelevant
right
now.
No. You said main roster. You said main roster.
Well, I didn't say he was the #1 seller.
No.
I never said that.
You said main roster. That's what you said. All right. And you sat there with a straight face. And you said, and I quote, that Finn Balor has either made or arguably been made more money in the main roster towards WWE than Adam Cole is. And I'm telling you that you're wrong, because in the main roster, he has not brought in more money in the main roster in front of these names: Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar.
I'm not disagreeing with you, by the way. Go ahead.
And Randy Orton, just to name a few.
We're talking against Adam Cole, dude. Why are you bringing up those names?
That's what you know. That's what you said.
Listen. I'm just factoring in Finn Balor's entire time in WWE. Because you're saying Adam Cole already sold more merchandise than BJ.
This is the undisputed fact that nobody, and not even you, could debate. Finn Balor's title reign in NXT, the fact he only fought 2 guys in the names of Finn, in terms of Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, doesn't even sniff the reign as Adam Cole has, as he held it down in NXT as the NXT champion. And so that's undisputed, and that's where you lost. Because I got you on proof that you agreed that Adam Cole's matches was must-see. I got you on every tape on the podcast. I got you there.
Dude,
right?
Adam Cole, I'm not going to disagree, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you on the show that Adam Cole didn't have better competition than Finn Balor, because he absolutely did.
That's where you
Finn
lost.
Balor, it was kind of, whoa. That wasn't the question, though. Did Adam Cole have a better NXT title reign overall than Finn Balor?
No, he didn't. Yes, he did. You know why? Because I gave you the competition.
He had better matches.
No.
He had better competition.
No. I gave you you said title reign, right? In terms of title reign, let's go. Last time I checked, when you're a champion, you need competitors. Last time I checked, when you're a champion, you need to hold it down in the roster that you have. Correct?
Yes.
All right. Did Finn Balor have more competition than Adam Cole? Yes or no?
No.
Excuse me. Did Finn Balor have a more lengthy reign than Adam Cole? Yes or no?
No, but I don't see how that's relevant if it wasn't as consistent.
No. It does matter, because in terms of a title reign,
if it's dude, let me ask you something.
Champion, as you are being champion, you have to hold it down as champion in terms of competitors, in terms of being the marquee and holding the reign and holding the product of NXT, holding it down. That's what Adam Cole did. Finn Balor never did that. Finn Balor never did that.
Yes, he did, dude. Yes, he did.
Compared to Adam Cole, no, he
dude,
did not.
NXT was on the come up, and you needed someone like Finn Balor to elevate the brand. That's what he did.
Okay, Finn Balor was on the come up. I'm talking about when Adam Cole, where he was in the NXT, when NXT was flourished, polished, complete. And that's where you need a champion. That's where you need a champion. I don't need Finn Balor as an accessory to elevate a brand. I need a champion where I have, I need a champion in Adam Cole where NXT is flourished, polished, a finished product. Yes, really.
Finn Balor wasn't an accessory to the NXT product.
Yes, he was. He was main
eventing. He was main eventing all those takeover shows, back to back against other elite level talent in Owens and Joe, and elevating them in the process. And you want to tell me that he was an accessory? Come on, man.
Bro, you gave me 2 guys. I gave you 8. I gave you 8.
That's great.
I gave you 8.
That's great. Finn Balor had less competition than Adam Cole. But guess what? Finn Balor was fucking amazing in getting people to care regardless of the lack of competition. So you mean to tell me, you say he was amazing, so you mean to tell me that in two people that he only faced for the NXT title, and Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, is better than every opponent that Adam Cole had? I'm not saying that at all. I didn't say I enjoy watching those matches more than Adam Cole's. Absolutely not.
So what do you
say? I'm just saying that regardless of the lack of competition, he still managed to bring in all those viewers and to elevate the product regardless of the lack of competition. That just goes to show his star power and his drawing power.
Guess what, bro? His star power ain't even on the same level as Adam Cole. And that's a fact.
Ricardo,
and you know
Ricardo,
it.
I still got you on this, though. I still got you on this little fact that you still haven't addressed properly. Was Adam Cole as consistent of a champion as Finn Balor?
Yes.
I.e., were you invested every week throughout his title reign like Finn Balor? Because if I recall on this very show, wait a second. If I recall on this very show, you were mocking Adam Cole during that feud with Velveteen Dream, that he was doing Zoom call meetings with the Undisputed Era.
All you got is, again, you keep bringing up the first 3 months of COVID. You keep bringing that up.
Guess what?
But
I'm going to keep bringing it up because it happened. And there's no turnaround.
You're going to keep bringing it up because that's all you got.
I just have 5 other arguments.
But what I have, last time I checked, what I have, you keep giving me the first 3 months of COVID. What I have in last year, I got a 2 out of 3 falls match in Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano for the NXT title. I got a beautiful one-on-one championship match between Tommaso Ciampa and Adam Cole. I got a championship match with Pete Dunne that was fire. I got a championship match with Matt Riddle that was solid. Hell, I got a championship match with Finn Balor in NXT. And also I got a championship match on SmackDown against Daniel Bryan. I got a championship match on Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw.
Okay, great. That's fantastic. That's great to hear, man. Adam Cole was NXT champion at a time when WWE was going against AEW. They had legit competition.
No.
And they needed NXT's help to get Raw and SmackDown.
No. You know why you're wrong about WWE going against AEW? Because that time, because all the names I just listed during that time, that was what's it called? That was between SummerSlam and December. And between those months, Adam Cole dominated. And he fought.
You keep bringing me up, dude. You keep praising the shit out of certain time periods, but you don't want to talk about the entire goddamn reign.
That's the reign. Those are all the guys he faced during that reign.
Dude, you're acting like, okay, that's great, but you're acting
what are you talking about?
You're acting like after December, after February. That's
I admitted to this show.
His title reign just happened to end it. It was.
No. That's where you're wrong. Because I never glossed over the fact that he had a shitty reign. Because I admitted. Listen to me. I admitted The first 3 on this episode, and I admitted on past shows. Look it up. There's history. I admitted that his reign on the first 3 months of this year was shitty. I admitted that.
So, and you still want to tell me that you were invested throughout that entire reign?
Of course, because you know why?
No.
You know why? No, despite it was shitty. You see, A.B.A. Despite it was shitty, it still led viewers to watch NXT, and that's a fact. The fact that he's NXT champion, the fact that he's a marquee, it still led viewers to watch NXT. So from a business standpoint, it still worked regardless of the reign, despite it was shitty or not.
So wait a second. So refresh my memory. Charlotte was there at the exact same time Adam Cole was there. We're talking those first 2-3 months of COVID. Charlotte was very, very prominent there. She was NXT Women's Champion, wanted a WrestleMania, and she was one of the focal points of NXT weekly, right?
Yep.
Weren't you guys making the case that Charlotte was the face over Adam Cole at the time?
Yes.
Like you care more about Charlotte than Adam Cole. Adam Cole was on the back burner, feuding with Velveteen Dream in a mid-card NXT title feud.
Yes, but you know why?
We didn't care.
Yes, no. But here's. But check this out. Yes, Charlotte was there at NXT. There's no question. But you know why I didn't have a problem with that? With Charlotte and Adam Cole being at NXT? Because, excuse me, I didn't have a problem with that due to the fact because, like I said, at the first 3 months of COVID, they were fighting AEW, right? They're fighting AEW. Since you want to go off topic in terms of the greatest reign, because I already gave you why Adam Cole had the greatest reign in terms of competition, ratings, what he did for the brand of NXT, and what he did to him as the champion, or what he led. I already gave you the fact because you already lost, and due to the polls in our IG post, it's been factual that he's the greatest NXT. He had a better reign than Finn Balor. JD has even said that he had a better reign than any other champion. Solomon did, and JD did. All right, and every other wrestling podcaster knows that that Adam Cole is the greatest NXT champion of all time and had the best reign, more than any other NXT champion that's ever been here before Adam Cole. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I got you on past episodes on our podcast. I got you on evidence on competition. I got you on what he's done in NXT. I got you what he's done on bringing more fandom and what he's done for fandom in terms of NXT and WWE as a whole. Those are the things.
Dude,
that he did.
Why do you keep acknowledging Adam Cole as like the big, I don't want to say the wrong word here, the big selling point when it comes to bringing in the amount of new viewership?
Because whenever you're the top champion,
that was because NXT was given more exposure.
No.
Given.
Here's why.
That Adam Cole was going to be a tribute. You were going to give him the credit over him bringing the fans. It was not because AEW's competition, so NXT is now on cable television.
No. It's despite AEW. It's despite of that. You know why? You know why that is? You know why I keep bringing up that reason? Because in the world of sports, even John Cena said this, and even you know this. Whenever you're the top champion of a brand, you're the marquee. You are the must-see person to watch. You are the one person that in sports they come to see. So whenever they go to the WWE network or in an NXT takeover, or they come to watch an NXT on a weekly episode on USA, they come to see Adam freaking Cole. When Finn Balor was there, yes, I'm not knocking that he was. I'm not knocking that he was the marquee, but I'm saying that he wasn't on the marquee level as Adam Cole, and that is a fact. I got you on evidence on past podcasts, episodes that we've done. We got 30 plus episodes on this podcast, and we got you saying that NXT
Adam Cole's great.
No, that we got you that Adam Cole is arguably the greatest NXT champion of all time. You said that on every match that he's competed in. You said that on every title defense that he's ever done. You said that yourself.
Dude, I don't recall ever saying that. Adam Cole, arguably the greatest NXT champion.
So on every review that we've ever done, that we've gone over on NXT, on past episodes, on this podcast, you need to sit there with a straight face and we got witnesses, and Kenny and Richard, and to some degree Tara, of you saying that Adam Cole, as him being champion, was legitimate, is fire.
Okay. Did I? Right. But you can say two different title reigns from two different people are amazing, anyways. What's the problem?
Even if it's two different title reigns, because Adam Cole's the 2-time NXT champion. Even if it was two different title reigns, it's still the same.
Where are you getting this? Where are you getting this? Where are you getting your info from, dude? Adam Cole was only once NXT champion.
No. I'm saying. Oh no. That's on that part. That's my bad. But when he was. That's my fault. No question. That's my fault. But when he was champion, there's no question that you acknowledged him as champion. There's no question his reign was fantastic.
Adam Cole was a fantastic champion.
He's the greatest NXT champion.
But, dude, consistency is key. Finn Balor was a more consistent. Dude, he did have consistency, but to an extent, because you had those 2-3 months where it all went to shit. You didn't care about Adam Cole.
So you give me 3 months of
I'm sorry. But when people are fucking telling me who the hell is the NXT champion again, I have to remind them. Why is it that I have to remind them? You want to say that he's the greatest NXT champion of all time?
Yes.
How the hell can you sit there and honestly think, yeah, he's still the greatest NXT champion ever, when I know people, and I'm sure it's not just restricted to them. I'm sure of it. They're thinking to themselves, who the fuck is NXT champion on television? I don't know.
The reason why he's the greatest NXT champion of all time is because nobody, and I repeat, nobody, not Finn Balor, not Kevin Owens, not Samoa Joe, not Gargano, not Ciampa, not Dream, Riddle, Dunn, nobody had a reign compared to Adam Cole. Nobody had to put NXT on their back compared to Adam Cole. Nobody. And you know it. Deep down, you know it. Because did Gargano had a better reign than Adam Cole? No. Did Ciampa? The only legitimate person I would honestly say that would possibly even touch Adam Cole's title reign as champion is Tommaso Ciampa. But
he's another name, yeah.
Other than Ciampa, nobody has a reign better than Adam Cole. Nobody. Not even Balor.
I gave you legitimate reason. I gave you legitimate arguments, man. And what do you do?
No, you didn't, because all you did was bring up the first 3 months. All you did was bring up the first 3 months of COVID compared to Adam Cole.
I also said later on that Finn.
Okay. You also brought up what he's done in NXT in terms of the Dusty Road Classic for the tag team, and I'm not disputing that. But at the same time, he was an accessory to uplift the tag team division. Well, at the same time, NXT wasn't flourished. It wasn't flourished. Well, at the time,
they were on the come up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's how it works. So
no, but that's the point.
Argument against me. How is that an argument against me? Finn Balor was getting over the NXT the tag team division.
No, but Abba, that's the point. That's the point. What I'm saying is the fact that NXT wasn't flourished, he had to help them out, and the fact that he had to help the tag team division, it shows the lack of competitors he had in the NXT division for the NXT title. While for Adam Cole's case, NXT was flourished.
And yet he was still more relevant than Adam Cole was at a time. So
Adam Cole was more relevant than Finn Balor.
Not dude. No.
You're bugging.
No, I'm not, dude.
You're bugging. I got you on competition. You can't dispute that. I got him.
Okay.
I got him.
You got me on competition.
I got you, bro.
What else you got me on?
What Adam Cole has done for NXT. You could say Finn Balor is what was done for NXT all you want to. You can say what he did for the tag team division all you want to. You can say what he did for Revival all you want to. Technically, the two people that helped the Revival, the two people, not one, two. The two people that helped the Revival
later on, yeah.
was Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa. Those two people elevated the Revival. Those two people. That's a fact.
Finn
Nobody
Balor
can tell
too?
me that. Those two.
Okay.
If from a tag team standpoint, those two teams were
Yeah,
the
those two
must-see
were
teams.
keys. Yeah, Gargano and
All
Ciampa
right
were
then.
key.
All right
But
then.
guess
So
what?
it
Early
wasn't Finn
on,
Balor.
but guess what? Whoa, relax. Guess what? Early on, a year before, Finn Balor did the same thing, and Samoa Joe. Not to the degree that Gargano and Ciampa did. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
So why are you suddenly just disregarding it? Finn Balor still did something.
I'm disregarding it because it was only for a small period of time. He did it one time.
No. It doesn't. That's irrelevant because guess what? At the end of the
What are
day,
you talking about? It's irrelevant.
At the end of the day, Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, they did get them over, even though they lost. They made them look legitimate in the eyes of people like you and me, the people watching.
But that's one time. But that's the point, bro.
So what?
But
so
bro,
what?
if it's one time, if they did it one time,
it's got to be a series of matches.
So technically, what Finn Balor did, he had one match with the Revival, and then left.
Dude, at a takeover, no less.
As in for Gargano and Ciampa, they did it for a plethora of times, and they elevated their status every match. That's a fact.
They solidified it. But don't act like Finn Balor and Joe didn't do anything.
I'm not saying they didn't do anything. That's what you're glossing over.
That's what I'm saying.
No. That's what you're glossing over. You act like they didn't do. You act like I disagree that they didn't do anything. I'm acknowledging that Finn Balor did something, but I'm telling you that it wasn't Finn Balor that put them on the map. It was Gargano and Ciampa.
Okay, dude, I'm not disagreeing with that. That's it. Okay, let's move on from there. Stop
bringing up Balor was the one that brought them up when it was Ciampa and Gargano.
I'm saying Balor had a role. Oh my God, that's where the argument. That's why I'm arguing with you. Okay, we're just gonna move on from that. But dude,
I mean, in this ring, it's Adam Cole hands down.
No, it ain't. I just gave you good reasons why it's Finn Balor.
I already explained the reasons why it's Adam Cole. I can already give you the reasons why.
Okay. So let's reiterate. You got competition, better competition, and he had better match quality. What else did he have? He
had better competition.
We already established that.
Match quality, you already know that. And he elevated NXT to greater heights compared to Finn Balor. That's a fact. Okay,
dude,
we're done.
I'm sorry.
If you honestly sit there with a straight face,
dude, Finn Balor did more to elevate NXT at his time period than Adam Cole did.
If you sit there with a straight face and say that Adam Cole did not elevate NXT as a whole, as an entire brand, better than Finn Balor, you're smoking something. I don't know what to tell you because all you tell me is that he helped the tag team division was when it was really Gargano and Ciampa, and he only had 2 opponents for the NXT title. When I told you Adam Cole had over 8 opponents for the NXT title.
Ricardo, you're just glitching in and out off that Adam Cole picture in the back.
No, it's okay. It's okay, but because I already gave you the plethora of reasons why. And there was a point.
I gave you mine too.
And there was a point
so it's all good.
where Adam Cole, as NXT champion, was the #1 superstar in the entire WWE.
Okay.
Finn Balor never did that. Finn Balor
was always in the conversation for one of the best in the world.
You said conversation.
Never mind WWE.
You said conversation. Adam Cole was the #1 WWE superstar of the whole company, not just NXT. The whole company. Adam Cole was #1. That's it. That's an undisputed fact. I already gave you the reasons why Adam Cole had the greatest title reign. I already gave you the reasons what he's done for NXT and what he's done for the WWE as NXT champion that Finn Balor hasn't even touched. He hasn't even sniffed the reign that Adam Cole has had. I already gave you the reasons why.
Yeah. You could have done better than that, but whatever.
No, you could have done better than that with bringing facts. Better facts than that.
I didn't have to.
But you didn't.
I didn't have to.
Bro, you didn't do your homework. Because the only thing you gave me was 3. You didn't do your homework because all you did was give me in terms of the title reign was the first 3 months of Adam Cole, and you ignored the last. But including the 3 months, you ignored in August, September, October, November, December of 2019. That's what you ignored. That's exactly what you did.
So you're saying those past few months that before the Cole was back into like the main spotlight of things in NXT when he was feuding with Keith Lee, and he eventually dropped the title to him. Before that, you're telling me that you cared about Adam Cole? You're telling me that he had the same level of momentum going into 2020 and like he did before feuding with Keith Lee?
It's like what Kenny says. Once you start a job, you're always at your 100%. But over time, everything starts to wane down. That goes for life in general, right?
Uh-huh.
That goes for life in general. Whenever you're a champion, of course, because us WWE, us wrestling fans, doesn't know what we want. For Adam Cole, yes, when he was champion, it was at an all-time high. But over time, of course, it started to wane down. But at the same time, we never ignored Adam Cole as champion, that because he was the marquee name of NXT. And that is why we never glossed over his reign as NXT champion.
And Finn Balor was the marquee name of NXT for a long time.
For a small period of time. When
NXT
was in the ground.
It was for a long time. It was for a long time.
It wasn't for a long time compared to Adam Cole.
Yes, it was. Well, compared to Adam Cole had a longer reign there, so it was almost a given that he had a longer tenure on top there.
Adam Cole had a longer reign, and he had a longer title reign, obviously, and he obviously did more work in NXT than Finn Balor did.
Now that I think about it, I don't think Finn Balor was ever an afterthought in NXT at all.
We never said he was.
No, I'm just to help my case here, because Adam Cole was. Finn Balor wasn't.
You're saying Adam Cole
with or without the NXT title.
Okay, so you mean to tell me, you said with or without the NXT title. So you mean to tell me he was an afterthought when he won the North American title? You telling me that I was straight face?
Whoa, I didn't pinpoint a certain time period there that he was.
No. You said with or without the NXT title. Oh, he was an afterthought. You said Adam Cole was an afterthought he was an afterthought with or without the NXT title. And I'm asking you, was he an afterthought? Was he an afterthought when he had the North American title? No.
You're just putting words in my mouth. You're just putting words in my mouth, dude.
No, I didn't say any of that.
I didn't say any of that.
No, I
didn't say any of that.
Technically, I did not put words in your mouth. I asked you a question. That's a question. I did not put words in your mouth. I asked you, was he an afterthought when he was North American champion? Yes or no?
No, it wasn't.
Was he an afterthought when he fought this past NXT? Pat McAfee, a match that you slept on. Was he an afterthought then?
No.
Thank you.
I don't know what that proved, but okay.
It proved that he wasn't an afterthought regardless. Adam Cole is never an afterthought. Never.
Yeah, okay. If anyone's really smart out there, they'll agree with me that Finn Balor's the better champion just off of what I see.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
All right. But, hey, we'll leave it at that for today. Thanks for checking out our 7th edition of Wrestling Hypothesis Extra. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for any news updates out there that we post on there, as well as any updates on our weekly show. We will be back, as always, for episode 34 this upcoming Sunday. So until then, have a good one, guys. Take care.
Adam Cole, did you proud, bro?
No, you didn't.